Hello there, my very good friends. On today's wrestling news, a former WWE champion is returning soon.
Oh, WWE out to screw AEW over?
Eddie Kingston doesn't give an F.
And what WWE really thinks of this exciting new Raw act. I'm Adam Wilborn.
And I'm Andy Murray.
And this is the news.
Alright, we're going to kick this one off by talking about AJ Styles. What's the wrong guy? He's been out of action for a little while, but he is on the verge of returning per PW Insider. His return is currently expected for the 10th of November episode of SmackDown. Now, if you've been paying attention or watching the shows, you don't really need to pay attention. You can just absorb them. It's wrestling. It's not that complex.
No, like Flat Earth Theory.
Sorry, AJ. Sorry, Uncle Alan. He's been away since the 22nd of September. On that episode, he had his ass kicked by the Bloodline. He hasn't wrestled for WWE since the week before that when he lost to Finn Balor. He's not even been on the road and stuff, so he's taking a proper break. There's been no word of any injuries or anything like that. Seems like he's just taking a break.
Yeah.
So you'd imagine, and this is where we dive into editorializing and stuff, because he had his ass kicked by the Bloodline, maybe he could be a late year title fight for Roman Reigns, perhaps. That could be a thing. Roman is, of course, defending the belt against LA Knight.
Yeah.
The actual person you say that for. This weekend in Saudi Arabia. After that, maybe AJ will totter across that flat earth of his, scale the ice wall, and avoid the lamp.
He's got every time he goes to that final forum, he has to watch out for the dome that we all live in or whatever. I'd love to see AJ Styles back. Flat Earth bollocks to one side. Yeah. I think he's brilliant. Do you remember when he was the only good thing about Roman Reigns' first title reign? Was it his first title reign?
Yeah. My mind doesn't work.
Certainly straight out of the gate after WrestleMania, we formed a backlash and we're like, maybe this is going to be all right.
Yeah.
And then it was still dreadful.
Yeah, it took a while. It took a while for them to figure Roman out, didn't it?
Yeah. Just, how many, 5 years?
Yeah. Yeah, everyone for 5 years was like, turn him heel, turn him heel, turn him heel.
Yeah, and they were like, what if we turn him heel?
Yeah, and then they did it, and it was great.
Yeah.
And their business has never been more successful.
I like him as a stopgap challenger.
He's good for that role.
LA Knight, maybe you buy as a title switch, but I think everyone's just like, yeah, it's November now.
Yeah,
it's going to be WrestleMania 40 if it's anywhere.
We got 5 months to go. Let's keep this puppy rolling. Maybe the Rumble, AJ Rumble. Maybe,
that could be fun.
Roman doesn't like that busy schedule, does he? So the Rumble would...
I read somewhere that Crown Jewel is the last time we're going to see him this year.
Yeah, apparently he's not on Survivor Series.
Joking me. Anyway.
I love it. But by the way, I'm pretty sure AJ isn't actually a flat earther, we should clear. But let us know what you want to see him do on his return in the comment section below. Please do not talk about domes and curvatures and stuff. That would be nice.
Roman Reigns actually features in our Twitter questions a little bit later as well. Right, let's talk a little bit about WWE potentially being out to screw AEW over with a pay-per-view /PLE clash. We all know that All In was announced at the end of this year's All In. I was very happy because I missed this year's. Bloody children. But
it's this one as well because it's going to be his birthday.
No. It's like a weekend ago. It's fine. Obviously, goes down 25th of August 2024. And then we got the news very recently that WWE is heading to Germany for Bash in Berlin on the 31st of August. Interesting timing there, Andy Murray, and Dave Meltzer reports on Wrestling Observer Radio. They are trying to, at least partially, screw AEW over with the show. He did say, I will say, it was a secondary concern. On the one hand, yes, they want to kind of eat into All In's market share. Look at how many tens of thousands of people made the journey to Wembley Stadium this year, including my colleague to my left. But the also fact that you have to think in, because if they really wanted to screw him over, they just booked something the same weekend, was in terms of scheduling. They couldn't book their Mercedes-Benz Arena for the date that they would really want if they were going to do that, hence why that goes down a week later on the 31st of August. I'm really excited to see them go to Germany, but I can also understand that you suddenly decide to go to Europe in August, do you?
Yeah, for sure. There's definitely a competitive aspect to this. I think it would be foolish to say there isn't. Yeah, I mean, like the thing with like. I guess like with American wrestling fans might look at this and go, what are you talking about? It's in different countries. But it's like the equivalent of hopping over a state, isn't it?
Less than that. It's like going from a bit of Texas to another bit of Texas.
Yeah, you can fly to Berlin in like 90 minutes. Yeah. Like, it's nothing.
I love Berlin.
Yeah, it's the best city in the
world.
world.
So much fun there.
Best city I've ever been to several times.
I went there on a stag and it was the first time I got on electric bikes and I was like, is this the future?
Is this the best thing ever?
Yeah.
So, like, there's definitely an element of, hey, look, if I live in Germany and I'm paying whatever money to go to the WWE show, I might prioritize that over flying to London and going to... So, like, you know, it's consumer choice, all of that. But I'm looking forward to both shows. I think Berlin's a really great venue to host a show. The Mercedes-Benz Arena is really horrible. It's like they've got this, like, this big glossy monument of capitalism, and then like 100 yards away is the bloody remaining section of the Berlin Wall.
Oh, is that where it is?
It's right beside the East Side Gallery.
I went to see the Berlin Wall when I was there, but I never saw them. Oh God, yeah.
It's like, for God's sake. But Berlin is the best city in the world. I love it, and I would love to go to that show. I might just go there as a holiday, to be honest.
We will be there. We'll be at Elimination Chamber in Australia. We'll be at All In. We'll be at every show.
You'll be at Crown Jewel this weekend.
And to our German viewers, Guten Tag.
Hello.
See, you got worried for a split second there, didn't you?
They've been watching for about 6 minutes, man. You don't need to say hello now. Like, oi.
Hey, and if you watch it in the afternoon, Guten Abend. So.
There you go. You know what? German this is my favourite word of all time. German word for ambulance.
Oh, I think I know this.
Krankenwagen. And what's the German word for hospital? Krankenhaus.
Of course.
So you ride the Krankenwagen to the Krankenhaus and then they fix you up.
Do you know one of the few sentences I know in German is Entschuldigen Sie bitte, aber mein Freund hat Durchfall, which is, excuse me, my friend's got diarrhea.
So, okay.
Just in case you need that. Useful. I think that's right. I'm sure the Germans will correct me in the comments if not.
Useful, applicable to many sentences, particularly here in the WhatCulture office.
But if you, speaking of people who don't give a shit.
Eddie Kingston, hey.
Not really the same because it's a different swear.
Yeah, he doesn't give a fudge. This is fun.
I'd buy Eddie Kingston fudge.
So would I. Like, what a good time. Eddie, this is fun. This is a fun interview. He's been interviewed by Adrian Hernandez. It was around the recent New Japan show in the US last weekend. And he had some pretty interesting things to say about one Phil Brooks. If you recall, of course, Eddie and Punk wrestled at Full Gear 2021. It was absolutely sensational. It was the best 2-week build of all time.
Yeah.
It was just like, we flipping hate each other. Let's kill each other. So Eddie was asked about...
You're going to be around promos? Oh, I think they'll be fine.
Yeah, no worries, boys. We got that covered. Eddie was asked specifically about how, Punk's been fired by AEW with cause. The promo that he cut where he was like, nobody wants you here, CM Punk, that's been brought up a lot. So he was, asked about that. And he said if he minded, basically. He said this, no, I'm doing my job. That's how I felt. I didn't know what anyone else in the locker room felt. The comment was, nobody in the locker room wants you here. I didn't care, is how I felt. I didn't want him there. Me and Punk don't like each other.
No.
And that's fine. You're not going to like everyone you work with. Continuing, he said that he did wish Punk was still with AEW because he helped the promotion, but he doesn't really care about him. Yeah. Do I wish he was still in AEW? And I wish it worked out differently? Yeah, because he helped the company. But other than that, I don't give a F-U-C-K what he does. Because me and him never got along anyway. We don't have to be best friends to fight each other. It makes it better when we're not best friends. I don't wish him bad, but I don't wish him good either because I don't give a So
what a wonderful professional and wonderful man Eddie Kingston is.
He doesn't care. Like I respect that. He's not pretending to be like, yeah, I hope he's like whatever. Like he doesn't like him, and he's like, whatever, just go away.
Yeah.
But he does recognise that he brought positives in some senses.
Speaking of people who don't like each other, did you see the clip that they're doing arounds on Twitter yesterday of Penta versus Sami Callihan with Jason, what's his name from How I Met Your Mother?
Yeah, I did.
Hi Jason, if you're watching.
I saw about 70 different clips of it.
Like, share, subscribe. Yeah, I mean, what's more to this story? Yeah. Eddie Kingston's the top bloke and always speaks the truth.
And the interview's really fun.
More wrestlers could learn from him, in my opinion.
Definitely.
Right, let's move over and talk about this Creed brothers. They were brilliant on Monday Night Raw, and then Julius Creed tried to destroy his own back in one match last night in the Tables, Ladders and Scares match on NXT Halloween Havoc. Fightful Select coming through the report on how WWE are feeling about them after their appearance on Monday Night Raw, though, against Alpha Academy. Very happy by all accounts. Dave Meltzer also reporting that they're on the verge of a main roster call-up. It's not 100% certain, but I mean, I think, in my opinion, after what they did, it's going to happen.
Yeah, I think it's done.
The WWE are very, very high on Julius as a singles prospect, as is our own Michael Sidgwick, I should say.
Indeed. Not at all surprised to hear that WWE are happy with Monday in particular. I thought it was a really well-crafted thing across the board.
Yeah.
From the way it came together, doing the open challenge stuff on social media. I'm all for using multiple forms of media to build stuff. I think it's 2023. And then them answering it, and then WWE confirming the match. Raw comes on, you get a nice little contextual video package that lasts like a minute or whatever for the Creeds. It's not like 10 minutes of your time, like we get to a pay-per-view and it's like, here's our 10 minutes about the main event that you're already tuning in to watch, which melts my brain. They did the good video package, they come out and they have a match that shows enough of what's fun about the Creeds, but doesn't show you everything. So it was really well agented in that regard. I wonder who put it together. I'd be interested to learn that, actually. I'm sure Fife will have a report out. They always do. Whoever put that match together was really smart, because it wasn't like, we don't want to waste everything now. We're just going to do a bunch of fun stuff. We do a fun spot with Akira Tozawa and his stupid t-shirt on the outside and Ivy Nile.
Yeah.
And we're going to make the Creeds look really good. And we've picked the perfect opponents for them in Chad Gable and Otis. Like, I really enjoyed like the slippery grappling exchanges early on, and then the Otis and the Brutus doing some beef stuff. And then, of course, you get the big spots popping out. It was just honestly, I think it's one of the best, and this sounds hyperbolic, I think it's one of the best things the Fed has done all year.
I think one of the best NXT call-up first matches.
Yeah. It's like this wrestling stuff really isn't complex sometimes, right?
No.
Like, people really overthink a lot of wrestling stories and think it needs to be this deep, crazy, the introduction needs to be plotted months in advance. It's like, nah, what you need to do is you need to tell me who these people are really quickly, and then you need to let me show them who they are in the ring by just being awesome against good opponents. That's what happened. They also won, which is good.
Yes.
And that's a perfect intro. Great.
I wouldn't be surprised if they win tag titles within their first 12 months.
Yeah, absolutely.
Maybe less. Maybe less. I think they're absolutely sensational. We've been singing their praises for a long time when we talk about NXT, which is, of course, the best show of the week.
Best show of the year. Decade.
Every week is the best. The best show of the year was last week, and then now this week's come along. Halloween Havoc Night 2, officially best show of the year. I love NXT.
What about the 15th of May episode of NXT?
It's up there.
2022.
Right up there.
Okay.
If it's 2.0 times as well. Oof.
You know, when you're choosing best of the year things, you can just choose something that hasn't actually happened yet if you want.
Good point.
Yeah, or you can ask your colleagues if you don't know. This is a good idea. Anyway, I hate Breaking Bad. I don't know. I hate that TV show. I'm only joking. It's really good. What are we doing? Let's go.
That's a great question. Creed Brothers are great on WWE. We're great on
that went completely off the rails.
Senor Benja gives us our first question of the day. He says, Buenos dias. Since Toni Storm is going into her cinema-loving phase, should she eventually have a cinematic match?
Oh, no.
Some pay-per-view played with movie props, jokes, and quotes. Bonus points if you have gold dust in there.
So, oh god, right, you can't. What you did there, my friend, is you immediately made me think, no, because I don't like cinematic matches, just me personally.
It was
then
its time when it needed to be, wasn't it?
But then you mentioned Goldust showing up, and I'm in now.
Yeah.
In all seriousness, cinematic matches aren't really my thing, right? So it's not really necessarily something I would like to see, but look at the character, it does make sense, and I think a lot of people would love it. So if, everyone else loves it and just grumpy ass Andy Murray doesn't like it, you should absolutely do it, because I'm one guy. Yeah,
I think if you're going to do it soon. I think it's right whilst the iron's hot.
With Dalufa.
Yeah, I don't know, do you do it on pay-per-view or do you do it on TV? Is it riskier to do it?
I think you do it in a theatre. Sell tickets.
That would be really good.
There you go.
A staged wrestling match, effectively. That might work.
Wrestling is fake for the first time ever.
Yeah, oh my god.
What?
Yeah. I think some people are turning on the gimmick, so I think if you're going to do it sooner rather than later. But I think that'd be a load of fun. And the Goldust suggestions, same as you, won me over.
Dalufa.
Vacant's manager
What? Pardon me?
Is there a cat
Oh.
on Twitter?
A cat.
A sad cat.
A cat.
To be fair, that's what happens when you go on Twitter.
Who is the manager of vacant lots? Like, is this a real estate person?
Maybe.
Is it a real estate cat?
Oh, the @ is the one Raven 17.
Oh, Raven. Hello.
Hello. Hello to the hardest working news show on the internet. Thanks very much.
Yeah, tough.
Even though we probably won't see it all, and I completely agree, we're not going to see this, but I bloody love the suggestion. What do you think of a Roman versus Gunther match at Survivor Series?
Jesus Christ, I mean, it would be incredible. It would be absolutely incredible. The best wrestler versus the best aura guy.
Yeah.
Gunther is like number 2 on the aura guy list as well,
Yeah,
so
he's
it's
up
like
there.
it's not a gap. Yeah, it'd be absolutely incredible. It'd be a phenomenal wrestling match. I don't think they would do it. I don't think. I personally wouldn't want Gunther to have to take a singles loss.
No.
At the moment either. So, not ideal timing, but in the future, oh my God.
Yeah, put it on the back burner for, let's say, when Gunther's world champion.
Yeah,
A returning Roman. He has to lose as well. Sorry, Roman.
I tell you what, if Gunther was the world heavyweight champion right now, I would abandon my hatred of T-shirt time. I would abandon my hatred of brand warfare, and say just do it, because screw it. Like
Ludwig Kaiser and Giovanni Vinci bumping all over the place for Jimmy and Solo. Man. Well, I want this to happen now. I make myself sad because it's not going to.
To quote Rick Ross,
You a bit now.
"You a big mother effer." And then he did an interview after that, and he was said, "Hey Rick, why did you
Why'd you
call
say that?
Keith Lee a big mother effer?" Well, he's a big mother effer.
And I mean, folks, where's the line?
Good explanation. I love Rick Ross.
Yes.
Teflon Don.
Taker Chan, Glenn McKenzie basically on Twitter gives us our final question of the day. Writing, you asked for it on Monday, so here it is. Who, according to the Linton Chaos Box,
Oh, Joe Linton.
is teaming with MJF tonight? One serious, one wacky. Have a bloody good day. It's 3, isn't it? Actually,
3?
3 partners. Is that what he needs?
Yes, he does. So let's form the dream team.
So we can. It's Pro Evo rules, so we can reject a couple.
Nah, we gotta go straight up. We
just
gotta
get
go.
rid of some.
We gotta go. We gotta go.
Some
for
people
this.
absolutely suck as partners.
So number one, Danhausen again. Okay, so I guess that's serious and wacky.
Yes.
I think Danhausen.
And it would work. Danhausen.
MJF, Danhausen.
Oh, what a partner. Jamie Hayter.
Jamie Hayter. She's very injured, so I hope she's okay.
Get well soon, Jamie Hayter.
And completing this quartet, Lee Moriarty. he's hanging out in Ring of Honor.
And just in case doesn't work out,
we got a reserve.
Ricky Starks.
Okay, perfect. That's good. I mean, that's good.
Pick your favourites. Actually, let us know in the comment section below who you think should be MJF's partners, because there's about 20 people queuing up for it ahead of tonight's show. And do you know what else people are queuing up to do? Is to watch this video.
Bye. We're going away now.